Amazon rainforest at risk. As key deforestation ban faces collapse, Brazil's Amazon rainforest is facing renewed danger as powerful agricultural interests push to dismantle a long-standing ban on soya grown on illegally cleared land. This moratorium, widely credited with curbing deforestation, is now under threat, potentially unleashing a new wave of forest destruction just as Brazil prepares to host the COP30 climate conference. The stakes: a proven success under attack for nearly 2 decades, the Amazon soy moratorium has prohibited the sale of soya cultivated on land deforested after 2008. This agreement has been a rare success story in the fight against environmental destruction, reducing forest clearance linked to soya production. However, farming lobbies and some Brazilian politicians are actively seeking to overturn the ban, arguing it unfairly favors a select group of companies and hinders economic growth. Why this matters? A tipping point looms. The Amazon is already nearing a critical tipping point, where deforestation, combined with climate change, could render large parts of the rainforest unsustainable. Lifting the moratorium would accelerate this process, opening up an area the size of Portugal to further clearing. This would not only devastate biodiversity, but also release massive amounts of carbon into the atmosphere, exacerbating global warming. Global supply chains. UK food companies involved. The implications extend far beyond Brazil. Major UK food companies, including Tesco, Sainsbury's, McDonald's, and KFC, rely on soya sourced from Brazil, with roughly 10% coming from the Amazon. These companies, members of the UK Soy Manifesto, currently support the moratorium to ensure their supply chains remain deforestation-free. However, pressure to lift the ban could force them to reassess their commitments. The science: a forest on the brink. Scientists warn that the Amazon is already losing its ability to self-regulate. Deforestation disrupts rainfall patterns, reduces water vapor, and intensifies droughts. If this trend continues, large swathes of rainforest could transition into savanna or dry grassland, releasing massive amounts of carbon and disrupting global weather systems. The political battle: a divided government. The fight over the moratorium has divided the Brazilian government. While the Justice Ministry investigates potential anti-competitive behavior, both the Ministry of the Environment and federal prosecutors defend the ban. This internal conflict highlights the high stakes and conflicting interests at play. The future: railways and economic incentives adding to the pressure. Brazil is preparing to open a major new railway stretching from agricultural heartlands into the rainforest. This infrastructure project will significantly lower transport costs for soya and other commodities, further incentivizing land clearing. The bottom line: a critical moment. The fate of the Amazon soy moratorium will have profound consequences for the world's largest rainforest and the global climate. The outcome will depend on whether economic interests prevail over environmental sustainability, with potentially irreversible damage to one of the planet's most vital ecosystems. The next few months will be critical as Brazil prepares for COP30 and the future of the Amazon hangs in the balance.